Hello, good people. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Chris, and you know you're here where faith, family, and finances come together. Let me just acknowledge this is the last Monday of this year in the year of 2025. I don't know about you, but I'm happy to be here, right? Happy with the results of my portfolios and my 401k for the year, and looking forward to a very prosperous 2026. So with that being said, let's just get to it, right? Okay, so my opening thought on today. Mondays don't need motivation. They need alignment. I'm always talking about alignment. Matter of fact, alignment is my personal word for the new year in the year of 2026. So you're going to be hearing a lot about being aligned, being in alignment on this year. It's a good thing. It works for me. Hopefully, it can work for you as well. Too many people start the week off reacting to headlines, reacting to market noise, reacting to what happened last week. We want to be proactive in this world and not necessarily be reactive. Sometimes you have to be reactive, but the goal is to always be proactive, be prepared for what ifs when what ifs happen, right? But progress doesn't come from reaction, it comes from intention. And that is what I've been talking about lately. We want to be intentional, right? We want to be intentional, prosperous. We want to be intentional, making progress as often as we possibly can. The market will do what the market does. The markets will move this week. It'll move up. It'll move down. It'll move sideways. The market will do what the market will do. Nothing you or I can do about that. So that's not news. So what is new each week is how we show up, how we show up to the game. Are we prepared? Are we intentional? So anyway, if you start the week anxious, rushed, and overexposed, the market will magnify that. You can rest assured. If you start the week calm, if you start the week prepared, if you start the week patient, the markets will become way more manageable for you, right? So you don't need to predict this week. You need to be positioned. You need to be well positioned. And if you do this, it will pay off. Alignment over activity. More trades don't mean more progress. More information doesn't mean more clarity. Alignment asks better questions. Is my portfolio still aligned with my goals? Am I investing or entertaining myself? The question we got to ask ourselves, right? Am I prepared for opportunity or just hoping? Me personally, I always like to be prepared for new opportunities, right? But hey, we are all the CEO of our own portfolio, so you do what's best for you. This week doesn't require urgency, it requires discipline. Discipline, discipline, discipline. That's what I'm here to say, right? So when faith leads, your heart stays steady. When you let faith be your leading factor, then your heart stays steady, right? When family is when family is clear, your why stays intact. When finances are treated as a tool, not a master, then peace will follow. My voice has been bothering me a little bit on today, but all is well. We move it on forward. True financial peace doesn't come from perfect timing. There's not always a such thing as perfect timing, but let's shoot for good timing, right? It comes from the right order. True financial peace comes from the right order, how it is you are positioned, how it is you are aligned. So, a weekly charge for this week. This week, Don't chase. Don't panic. Don't rush decisions you don't need to make. Don't rush decisions you don't need to make, you know. So be prepared, observe, and stay aligned, right? Stay aligned, stay in alignment, stay positioned. And you do this, it will pay off. Don't take my word, try it for yourself. If this content has helped you in any way, if you will, please hit that like, subscribe, and share it with someone who can use it. Take care and be blessed continually, my friend.